over here. Just trying to find the live chat.
Yes. Oh yeah, just found us as well. Hello guys, we're just sharing the link so everyone can find us.
Welcome. We are here today. Well, I'm Flavia. If it's your first time here,
and I'm Fernanda,
and we are here. Yeah, Avalon Therapies.
And he is Dudu.
Yeah.
Yes. So welcome if it's your first time. Welcome if it's your 11th millionth time. Thank you for being here with us. Yes, I'm looking down because I'm sharing the link everywhere.
Yeah.
So excuse me.
Hi, Dana Marie, Zuma, Lily, Tommy.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome. Our first live event of the month.
Yay.
Hi, David. Jeff. See and hear all. Awesome. Thank you.
We are happy to be here.
Yes. I think it's going to be an exciting month.
Oh, yes. I am super excited for what we
too.
are creating here this month. Everything.
Hi, David. Other David.
Hello.
How are you guys doing today?
Sleepy? That's my new normal.
Yes.
I'm feeling very soft today, too. Like,
Eu tô tranquilo.
Yeah.
Já joguei futebol hoje. Quebrado.
Yeah. Dudu was saying that he already went for a soccer game today, like he was playing. What would be the appropriate term for quebrado? I don't know. Ele falou que ele tá todo quebrado.
É.
Broken?
Yeah.
Just
more
like his
like-
muscles are
Yeah.
a little, because of the soccer game, but he's feeling good. And Dudu was saying that he was feeling some goosebumps earlier today, and I said that I was feeling some energy as well. Você falou que você tava sentindo arrepio.
Ah, sim.
Agora um pouco. But yeah, so it's been a lot of energy coming in, which is exciting because, excuse my chair, because we do have a lot of energy to move here with this ceremony. We wanted to create, because this month our theme for September is abundance mindset, like cultivating an abundance mindset, because of the harvest that is so common in so many cultures around this month. And I think that also because it is Virgo season, and so there's like a lot of energy surrounding like abundance and financial especially. So we were thinking that's the first thing that came to us when we were thinking about the theme of the month and who we would connect with. So we were kind of like picking up some cards and stuff to tune into the energy and everything like that. And we couldn't pin down like any beings coming through should be channeled this month, because that's what we've been doing on Patreon. Like we're focusing on one or two beings, and they show up for all of the events that we have, instead of channeling like different beings for every other live event, because it was too much just energetically to do. So we started doing like one or two beings a month. And we knew that we wanted to bring Yeshua. We have another live event that will happen open on YouTube for everyone this month, which is a birthday celebration for Yeshua. Like his actual birthday is around this time, and we will talk about that later. So he was showing up, but no one for the month. And we're like, what is going on? And then Flavia connected, and she's like, what if we channel money? And we're like, yes, that is genius, So we are channeling the divine consciousness of month for the whole month of September. So we thought that we wanted to bring something to serve the collective in a broader way. And we're like, okay, so let's do a free ceremony on YouTube to set the tone. So what should we do with that, right? And the first thing that came to us was healing the relationship with money, so we can welcome the energy of money into our lives, so we can let go of any of those misconceptions and the hurts and pains that, and the beliefs and the old mentality and everything that doesn't really align with the truth of what money is, what it represents, and what it brings to the table for us. And so that's why I'll say, why we decided to do a healing a relationship with money as the first event, and something like free on YouTube. And also so you can get to see how those ceremonies go, because ever so often we do a ceremony aside from Patreon. It often has the cost of like 55 euros, and you would get a few more perks with that we didn't prepare for this one, which would be like a booklet or a list of tools and stuff that you can use to prepare your body for the ceremony that didn't come for this one. But basically what you will see here today is what we do during those ceremonies. What you're going to see here is what we offer with those ceremonies. So we are very excited. And today we have Duda and Dudu joining us. We did a ceremony with them last month, which was so freaking cool. We're like, okay, we got to do more of that. So as usual, I will do some channeling, as I've done a little bit already. Flavia will do Reiki. And do you want to talk about the meaning of the Reiki that came to you? Like what will be focused on?
Yeah, I was connecting with the energy today, and what was coming forth very strongly was sending Reiki towards healing your first impressions of money, either as a child or as a teen, and how I even wrote this down here. So whatever formed your foundation on your beliefs of money being rich, and how you perceive having money in relation to personal values, character, and overall goodness. Like how we can, depending on your background, how you can see other people having money as like these people, rich people are mean, or all these what is the word?
Beliefs.
Stereotypes.
Yes,
That's
yes.
the word for money in general and richness. So that's where the Reiki is
which is
focused today.
awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
Perfect.
Right? And Duda will do runes reading.
Room reading. Yeah. To answer some questions and how it is our relationship with money right now, what we need to remember during the way, during the path, and what we can do to help healing in the healing process, and a final message too.
Awesome.
So I did, I think, 4 rooms reading for today.
Yes. And
I already did the rooms reading because I didn't want to spend too much time here in the live doing, so I did. But it's not what I normally do. We have a Etsy shop.
Yeah.
And I offer rooms reading there, and I record me taking the rooms, and I do the reading for the person, and I send to the person. So that's how I normally do, but it will take too much time today. So I already did the rooms reading, and I will share with you.
Yes, that's super cool. And Dudu will do the Radionic Table, right?
Yes.
For healing, specifically healing the relationship with money. And we want Duda to explain a little bit how the Radionic Table works, because it's a tool that I haven't seen a lot of people using, especially people that are not from Brazil. I know it is fairly known in Brazil as one of the healing techniques that we have there, but not as vastly known in some other circles. So we want Duda to explain what it means. I'll just translate a little bit to Dudu what's happening, because we've already mentioned he doesn't speak English yet very well. So a gente estava só falando, explicando o que é a cerimônia de hoje e tal, falando que a Duda vai explicar agora como que funciona a mesa radiônica, e falando que é isso que você vai fazer, e falando que cada uma de nós ia fazer, entendeu? Tipo, eu vou fazer não sei o que, não sei que você... Provavelmente você entende mais ou menos o que a gente tá falando.
Eu entendi.
Você deve estar começando a acostumar, especialmente, tipo, do jeito que eu falo.
Sim.
Okay, so do you want to explain a little bit for us? Do the
Yes,
how
I will share the screen
work?
with you. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes. So this is the Radionic Table, and it is focused on the prosperity. So we did this together. We put this table together and all the tools. I will here. So the prosperity Radionic Table is a quantum tool healing based on the principles of dowsing, radionic, sacred geometry, and spirituality, made with the intention to bring prosperity to your life. So all work is done through connection with the divine, respecting the supreme good of each and in accordance with the consent of the higher self of all involved. And the main effect is the harmonization of energies. It is a healing instrument widely used in Brazil and has spread to the world. Each practitioner has their own table and different tools, and we have here many tools that we put together. The sacred symbology contained in this table gives you a connection with angels, archangels, and masters. Through each cleaning and harmonization, it is performed with divine, thus respect the best for all, with the consent of your higher self. So we have here many tools and like the sacred geometry with some guides like Ganesha. The grab voice frequency that is used to attract unexpected money. We have the quantum leap tool, the dancing clocks that we are used for many things. Affirmations, the forgiveness tool, chakras alignment, the bagua tool, that is this one here, that can help work in many aspects of our life, like friends, job, spirituality, family, prosperity, success, relationships. And we have the charts, the dancing charts, the crystals. We ask for the energy of the crystals, the oracle cards, Eye of Shiva, the sword of Archangel Michael, mental reprogramming, frequencies, the God's name, that where he puts his finger to, not his finger, the pendulum, to answer yes or no when he needs. And some images that represents money, like the coins, the elephant, and the clover. Yeah. Yeah. And what happens is that he connects with the energy of everyone who is in the room right now, and we'll watch this video later. And he asks for the table and the spirit guides and everyone involved, which tool we need to work right now to heal our relationship with the money. And the pendulum will guide which tool he will work. And you will see that it's so cool.
Yes.
Yes.
So basically, it is a tool to attune to what we need as a collective right now, and the table will tell us. So he will have, you will see happening, and it will make a lot of sense when it is going on, you know, the way that the pendulum works and the way that he's connecting with the energy. And then he starts asking the table itself, which is like a representation of, let's say, our higher self is the best way to put it, right? And he gives us answers. So will it be like a quantum leap to the future, a quantum leap for the past, you know, to see where we need this healing to occur and stuff like that. So Duda will explain along the way, as Dudu will say it, and Duda will explain. Can you hear them okay as well, Duda and Dudu? Só perguntando se eles conseguem te ouvir direitinho aí, porque tá um pouco baixo aqui. Eu não sei se você tá um pouco longe do microfone.
Tá conseguindo?
O Dudu talvez você escuta melhor, né?
É, um pouquinho melhor. Um pouquinho só. O microfone tá funcionando aí? O microfone mesmo?
Tá, aí daí.
Ah, melhorou já.
Já melhorou assim?
Melhorou. It's much better now.
Ok.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you very much. So, basically, that's what we have to present to you beforehand. So I was connecting with the energy, and I've been connecting with the energy since the beginning of the month. And I had a dream that I'll share. Sometimes my dreams are very weird. Most of the time, they're very weird, but they are very kind of like symbolic in a way. And I do have some prophetic dreams sometimes, which I don't tap or share too often. But this had like an underlining energy of it, you know, like something that's going on for us as a collective. But you see that it sounds and it looks like a little silly. So I dreamed that the Kardashians were they were going to jail because they were not paying taxes properly. And the way that it was happening was that a lot of people were waiting because some of their assets were going to be shared with the public. And a lot of us, and maybe all of us that are here and that are present and they will be present, we were like first in lines to start receiving that, which again for me symbolizes. So it sounds a little weird and it sounds like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? And just bringing the Kardashians up is weird.
It's not gossip, it's the symbolism.
No, exactly. Because of what they have represented in this period where Pluto has been in Capricorn, which can be very individualistic and can be very like, the energy of Capricorn sometimes wants to show their status through things that they've acquired. You know, so it could be like fame, or it could be money, it could be especially things related to money, because that's the energy that we are diving into right now. So we could say that this whole period of 20 something years, I think, that Capricorn, that Pluto was in Capricorn, that's what we saw a lot. Like some single individuals having a lot of money, having a lot of fame, having a lot of their things working on their favor, no matter the consequence for themselves or for other people, you know. And we are entering in an age of 20, I think 8 years, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. That is this, the Pluto is going into Aquarius. So it started the year, I think, I don't know if it was like March or something, it entered in Aquarius for a while, then it jumped back retrograde in Capricorn, and I think in January, it will go back into Aquarius, and then we're going to have this 20 something years of Pluto in Aquarius. And for me, the way that I feel about it, and this is me kind of tapping into the vibration and the energy and the energetic field of the collective regarding Pluto and Pluto in Aquarius, and not so much me doing a reading on astrology in general, so don't quote me astrologically. But for me, it feels like we will start sharing those assets, and we will start tapping into this frequency that things are not limited. The only thing that can limit us is our minds. So one thing that I think this represents is that then, like, the police took the Kardashians off, and they went to deal with whatever karmic thing they brought through because of that, and they let people in their house. So we were there, like Flava and I and Dudu and a lot of other, like a lot of other people went into the house, and we started taking down the windows and the doors. So everything was open. So everything was open to the elements. So everything was open to people. So everyone could come into that space that has represented like wealth for a long time, and for a whole like society, you know, a whole vast majority of like people like us that grew up with this energy, you know, like everyone wants to look like them, everyone wants to feel like them. You know, everyone wants to have money like them. And it's not about that anymore. And it will not be about that anymore. It will be about our holy divine expression as our authentic selves, and a sense of community, a sense of I belong here, so we are one, so everything that we own is like it's kind of like power to the people kind of thing, you know. So all of us, like, we got into the house and we took the windows and the doors out, and nature started getting into the house. You know, it's like being awakened in the house. So like vines and trees, and I have goosebumps everywhere just remembering it. The house became like a huge greenhouse, you know, and it had like 2 floors, and all of, like, everything was open and everyone was sharing and people dancing and having fun, because that was like it's for everybody, you know. That's it will stop being that one particular tier of society, and it will start being the joy of having a financial ability to do things that you want. You know, I'm not talking about specific types of what you want to do with your money, because again, you are allowed to. If you want to have a lush car and a house, you are allowed to. You know, it's like there's nothing unspiritual about that, if that's even a word. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. If it's not your vibe, what money buys for you though? You know, what does it buy? Does it buy freedom? Does it buy peace of mind? Does it buy the ability to travel and visit culture? Does it buy the ability to serve other people, you know, and to serve yourself to the point where you can serve other people? So I feel like as a collective, and especially as a community, we are coming into this, you know, and this is this next phase of evolution for humankind. That's what we are facing. So the message that came through from all of that is exactly that, like, go with the wave. You know, it's not about hoarding things anymore. It's not about showing off in that aspect of like, I have it and you don't. And it's especially not about looking at those people that have made money and that have made a life for themselves doing those things and envy them or blame them or judge them. We're out of there. We gotta get out of that vibe, so we can have compassion. So that's what our community was. We were doing like a ceremony and a celebration to connect with each other, to allow the vibration of money to just flourish in our lives, but we were sending blessings and compassion to the Kardashian family as well, because of whatever they were going through. So if there is anger regarding this, you know, the way that we've segregated society, the way that we need to deal with those things, and we need to heal those things so we can get on this wave, you know, that again, if we are a vibrational alignment to this, it's so much easier than just having to go through some hardships to get there. And I think that also a lot of that energy that we are just coming out of right now is like, it's through my hard fucking work, you know, that I am doing this. And again, that's a very kind of Capricorn thing. If you think about it, it's like I'm here, I'm working hard, and it's paying off. So the hurdle and the stress and the burnout that can cause into your life, it's not about that anymore. It's about working smart, working with people, working as a community, and working with your authentic, truest expression of self, with capital S, of universe, of source, of God, and let it shine. That's how we welcome this wealth. That's how we transform the planet in every way. And money will keep being an asset for us. It will keep being a tool because it has a role to play, such as we do on this planet, you know. So that's also why we wanted to channel money this month, because there are so many misunderstandings, and money has such a soft, playful, joyful, innocent energy that not a lot of us are tapping into. So the message is that, like, align yourself with that vibration of community and authenticity, and going with the wind and going with the flow of things, and letting go of things that are too hard. Like if you keep like nailing your head on the wall trying to do something and it's not working, look for another way to do it. Learn to communicate, learn to explore the authenticity and the quirkiness of who you are as well. You know, the quirkiness of the work that you are here to do as a human being and as a light being, you know? So it's at the same time about being your individual self and honoring everything that you are and being very true to who you are, as it is to create a community, to create and belong and be a part of a community that help each other, that is generous and that is loving and kind. It does not matter if, again, these people that we sometimes have looked up to have hurt us, or people that we've looked to help us, you know, in any way, shape, or form, like the government and things like that, and we felt betrayed. It's time to heal that so we can move on. Otherwise, things will, it can get really fucking hard. You know, the burden can be very, very steep because of that. So that's one of the things that we are tapping into here, you know, with this healing, is allowing all of those things, all of those, let's call it negative, unloving things regarding wealth and money and status and all of that to melt away, so we can freely step into this new version, so we can reconnect with this asset that we created as God within us, as source, as the universe. We've created the asset, we've created this tool, we've created this consciousness of money to work with us so we could do certain things. So it's not about showing that, it's not about there is no time. That's what I hear. There's no time anymore for us to spend on hidden hate. It's time to shine the light and learn to accept if you can't love. At least that. You know, that we've created certain things. Yes, we have. Let's move on. Let's, you know, heal that. So that's the message that I have before. And it did come through a weird train.
Very, but very transformative too.
Yeah, it was interesting, right?
Yes, and a very cool dream too.
Yeah.
So random.
And it was like a Hollywood mansion, you know,
Yeah.
that we were getting into. And I don't know, like, if I've ever seen that happening. I probably did see something. It's like a very white house, you know? There's not like many colors in the house. I don't know if it's Kim Kardashian.
Yes, it's
That's
Kim's,
her.
yeah.
There's like not many colors in the house. It was all like white with neutral tones. And then nature started getting into the house and everything was colorful, which she would probably hate, because if her house was all neutral color, she probably doesn't like the color. But anyways. So do you want to share the room
room reading?
now?
Yes. Let me. Okay, can you see?
Yes.
Yes.
So the first question was how it is our relationship with money right now. And the rooms that came out was Inguas, Otala, Rado, and Nautis. The Inguas room means seed, intention. The Otala rooms mean tradition, key knowledge, ancestors, or wisdom. Rado means journey and movement with intention. And the Nautis room means restriction, poverty, lack of resources, and limitations. So right now, the energy of this collective is about lack of resources, limitations when it comes to money. And the good news is that we are in a journey to achieve what we want. So there is a seed planted, an intention to make it better. And through wisdom, the connection with the knowledge of our ancestors, we are in the right path. And the next question was, what we need to remember during the way? And the Rado rune appeared again, that is journey and movement with intention. Ferro rune, that is a great rune to a reading about money, because it means abundance, wealth, and protection. And the Dagas rune, that is about balance, resolving conflicts. Things, I don't know why I wrote this word there, but it's okay. connection with time too. It is related with time, like the down and the times of the day, the light of day and night, and this balance. So the runes are saying to us that it is important to always make movements with intention. So we need to focus on what we want and remember that things have its own time to happen. And abundance is a journey, so we need to be patient too, because there's many things for us to do during the way, but abundance is certainly on our way. So what we can do to help in the healing process? The Hagalas rune means personal limitations and focusing only on the outcome. The Eva's rune means loyalty, force, partnership, and take a lead. The Thursa's rune means resistance, obstacles, and also protection. So what we can do is, during this process, we can find some personal limitations, traumas, and resistance to change, obstacles. So what is the rune saying to us is to remember that the focus shouldn't be only on the outcome, but also in the process. To help in the healing process, we need courage to change, courage to face our fears, our traumas, our limitations. And also the rune is clearly saying that we need to take the lead of our paths. And also the Eva's rune is saying that we don't need to do this alone. We need to ask for help. To have a person to help us will be very important too. Maybe some therapies, some person that can help you deal with your traumas, with your limitations. That will be very important too during the healing process. And the final message is very beautiful. The King Unyo means happiness and blessings. The Ferru rune, that means abundance and wealth. Hagalas rune, that is the personal limitations. Pertro, that means faith and lucky. And the Algis rune, that means shelter and protection. So to get into the abundance mindset, it is important for you to focus on the happiness, on the blessings that money can give you. So remind to work in your personal limitations and have faith. You are lucky and protected. That's it. Thank you. And I also put here that our Etsy shop is with 25% off the entire shop until September 30. And we have our patron to Avalon Therapies that we offer amazing things there too.
Yay!
Yay!
That was awesome.
Yeah.
And we highly recommend their offers on Etsy, especially because they are 50% off, but 25% off. How long do you know how long you're going to keep
Until
this?
September 30, the end of this month.
Okay, until the
Yeah.
end of so that's awesome. And there you can also get so many other things that they do with like the radio
Radio
table.
table, dancing, Reiki, cards reading, runes reading.
Anestesia.
Yes, and we also have channeled messages, light codes, video, many things.
Já pode tirar esse negócio aí da tela já?
Yes.
So that was super cool. I love the message, and it makes so much sense, and it's so resonant with
So
what
it's so cool because I did this rune reading without knowing what you're going to say or anything about it. And it is so cool because it is específico, é muito
specific. Yeah, it's
yeah.
very-
Yes. And it's very cool because it says the runes also say the things that we don't want to hear because
yeah.
they're like the personal limitations. We need to work on that. We need to have courage to work on those things
Yeah.
too. And yes, that's it.
But those are things that it's important for us to do because also it is like a personal job. Any healing, you know, it's like we can facilitate it, we can guide you to that place within yourself so you can not only shed some light or activate or awaken that, but so you can know that you're not alone in this journey. So like what we are doing here today, I think also falls into that, like asking for help, you know,
Yes,
and
yes.
receiving that help. So we can guide, we can hold your hand, and we can do the best that we can to align the energy to help you with all the energetic work, but the steps in your daily lives, the actual work, no one can ever do for you, you know. So we find people that align with us and people that make us feel empowered, I think is the most important thing, you know, not to feel disempowered by someone that is trying to help you, I think is really important. So we can hold the hands, we can align the energy, we can bring the energy through, we can create, you know, the sacred space for it, but the work is very important.
And the runes also say about patience and knowing that things happens on the right time and when it needs to happen. So that's one of the biggest things we need to remember during the way.
Yeah, we keep hearing that, right?
Yes, all the time. Patience.
Yes. When we did the thing with Maida as well, it was one of the main things, like having patience would be one of the hard parts. Yes, like one of the challenges.
But the good thing that the runes say about the abundance, they show the abundance rune that is ferro twice. So no, I think 3 times. And it is a good sign that we are in the right path.
Yeah, absolutely. And when I was looking at it, I was also seeing that there was something about fate, you know, like your destiny. So it's also a part of our destinies, you know, to feel wealthy, to feel abundant. What that means,
and that we are lucky. We have to feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it attracts. You are lucky. If you feel lucky, you are lucky.
Yeah. So what that means for you personally is very personal. You know, what that abundance is for you. What makes you feel abundant is very unique to you.
Yeah, and focus on that. Because the outcome, like I need to be rich, I need to have money, but for what? What do you want with money?
Yes. What does money buy for you? Like what I was saying, you know, it's like, what is it? And you are allowed to want those things. Not only allowed, but the wishes that we have are already divine nudges, you know, divine pointers, like, oh, this is something that is meant for you. So there is that consciousness that is already kind of like here. So what we want to do today and what we aim to do is to ground this awareness in the physical, in the body. So what I'm going to say is, if you don't have some water with you, I would suggest getting some water, because it helps the transmission of energy. It helps soothing the body. It helps it being activated in the body. And I was hearing something and now I forgot. I need to remember. Just a second. It was something to do with this, that you are allowed to dictate how that wealth shows up in your life and what it means for you. And there is no shame in what you want and what you want to do with it.
Yes, you deserve it.
You deserve it. Yeah, that was the word, I think, is that you deserve to feel good. You deserve wealth. You deserve abundance. You deserve the love that can come from it. So let's clear all of the chatter that has been imprinted into our minds, which I think I can speak for most of us, is that we have, you know, it's like in movies and TV shows and books, the rich people are always the snobs and they're always the ones that are like mean to everybody and things like that, which does not bode well. So, which also makes me think that it's so important that you're doing the inner child healing with the Reiki, you know, because we watched it growing up and we saw that when people, especially like in the house, like your parents or the grown-ups in your life, talking about it. Also, all the circumstances that so many of us have been through that has challenged an abundance mindset, you know, things that we've been through, like not having enough money for this or that, or needing to ration things up and stuff like that. So
That
it's
make
not,
us limited. That was one of the words we used it on the rooms reading, was that right now our collective feel limited. We feel
Yeah.
we don't have enough, that we lack of resources of something. So that is a good intention to put
which
right
is
now.
not true at all.
No,
It's
yeah.
so interesting to think about when you stop, like when you get out of this mentality and you just observe things, even if you can't believe or you're not like actively understanding that, there is no limit to money. It is an infinite resource. There is not like one bank, one coffer that has all the golds and we are picking that gold and sharing. That makes no fucking sense. Just the way that we've been made to believe it, that we've created the way, of course. Let's not try to blame anyone else. That's us as a collective. That's we did it. But it's time to undo it. If we did it, we can undo it. That's the thing that money was telling me today. It's like, yes, we've created it, yada yada. Let's forgive, let's let go. Think about it like ice. You collect the water, you put the ice in the freezer, you make the ice, right? Because you made the freezer, because the whatever it is, right? And then how do you make it? You transform it. It will go back into a state of flow if you just let it be sometimes, you know? Or you can warm it, or you can hold it in your hands. You can do so many things to undo that thing that you did if you are just willing, if you just have the courage to do it. So it's time that we do that as a collective. Everybody ready? Let's
I
go.
will need to go to the bathroom first, so
Ok.
Yeah.
excuse
Pode
me.
fechar a câmera se você quiser e o som. E aí na hora
Okay.
que você passar, você abre de volta. É. Tá bom? Duda's just gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I wanted to give a disclaimer about the Kardashians. They have nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with
No.
anything. No, I'm not
Yeah.
talking trash
No.
about them in any way. I'm not, just as you know, I think sometimes
It's
you have
good
to say
yeah,
things.
clarify.
Yes, it's like I have no beef with the Kardashians.
Don't you know anything about them? Like,
No.
besides that they're rich
Yeah. Also that.
and famous?
It was just the thing, you know. Probably I have more beef with Barbie than the Kardashians, for example. Let's not get into that, right?
We haven't
Hello,
seen the
Dawn.
movie yet. Neither of us
No.
have.
There is that.
Brandy's saying something that I was just thinking about, and at the same time, keeping ourselves poor should be seen as good.
What's that from?
Yes, because what came to me is like, you feeling guilty for being happy and getting what you want serves nobody. No self-sabotaging anymore.
Yeah.
Because, you know, how many
This
times
is,
are you gonna do that?
if we really think about it, it's just dumb. If you, again, step away from this thought that we have, like, what are we even? Just as people, you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't really make sense. We can, I mean, even if we need to look at it with a more rational mind, it doesn't make sense. Nossa,
Também.
xixi rápido. That was such a, that was an express P. So everybody has some water.
Não quero um pouco.
Vamos fazer leitura antes ou depois
Que leitura?
da mesa?
Leitura, o mês
Ele
agora.
vai fazendo
Ah,
e aí a Duda vai traduzindo.
tá.
E aí, se
Eu
precisar.
achei que você já fosse começar a fazer cerimônia. Eu fiquei, ué, mas calma.
Não. Se precisar, eu ajudo, tá? Traduzir alguma coisa e tal.
É.
você me avisa. So, let's start with the ceremony. Everybody ready? Let's go.
Fazer?
Yes.
Yeah, so we will start with Dudu with the Radionic Table, and we will explain it along the way.
Eu só não vou ler a energia, porque que são... Depois vai ter outras pessoas lendo.
Tá,
Então,
para ver
vai
como é que
ser
vai ser a
difícil.
energia no início da mesa e depois, né?
Porque que depois outras pessoas vai ver o vídeo,
Aham.
aí vai dar, não vai ter como ler a energia das pessoas que
No
vão estar
futuro, né?
vendo.
Na energia do futuro delas.
Tá. Tá bom,
Bem? Tá bom.
beleza.
He was just saying that he will not read the energy of the collective right now, because some people will watch this later and he will not measure in the future the energy of the people in the future watching this. So he will start without reading, because normally he do the readings and say the energy frequency of the collective is right now is 50%. And the end of the table normally is 100%. But he will not do this first reading right now because of the people we watch in the future.
Okay, so then we can, like, just to make it clear for people, anyone can receive this healing.
Yes,
Even if
anyone.
they watch it
After.
2 years in the
Yeah.
future.
Yes.
So that's why he's not doing this part, so he doesn't limit it to only the people watching right now,
Yes.
right? Yes. Let me just
Para não limitar as pessoas que vão assistir só hoje.
Sim.
I'm
Então
sorry,
vai ser.
Camila, we said your name wrong. Desculpa, Edu. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Just, sorry.
Uhum.
A gente
Thank you.
chamou uma pessoa pelo nome errado aqui. Foi só isso que eu tava falando. Pode falar, desculpa.
Então vai ser para a mesa radiônica, para todas as pessoas que estão aqui ao vivo, e também todas as pessoas que vai poder ver e aceitar também mais para frente.
Tá bom. Tá. So just to translate that for people, so the radionics table will be for everyone that is here and accepts the energy, and everyone in the future that accepts the energy. So if you want to say that to yourself, that you accept to receive it, you can say it to yourself now, you can say it in the chat or however you want. I accept to receive it. Eu aceito.
Accept.
Pode só abaixar aqui.
Yes. Aqui assim, só esse. Can you see? Yes.
Yes.
Eu sou ressurreição e a energia com a conexão de todas as pessoas que estão na live e todas as outras pessoas que irão ver o vídeo. Pulsa, pulsa, pulsar agora. Gratidão. Todas as pessoas que estão online agora e todas as pessoas que irão ver esse vídeo da mesa radiônica, que irá receber a mesa radiônica, está conectada com a mesa radiônica. Sim, todas as pessoas estão conectadas com a mesa radiônica.
So everyone is connected with the radionics table now. Sorry, the
Yeah.
game.
Eu sou a ressurreição e a vida com a energia de todas as pessoas que estão conectadas com a mesa radiônica. Conectar agora. 3, 2, 1. Pulsa, pulsa, pulsar agora. Gratidão. Agora eu vou começar a primeira ferramenta, como eu tinha dito antes, que não podia fazer a leitura da energia, tá bem?
He will start right now to see what is the first tool that we need to work.
Qual a primeira ferramenta para a gente alcançar a prosperidade e atrair dinheiro
E curar também.
e cura? Afirmações.
Affirmations was the first tool.
Eu sou. Ativar a ferramenta afirmações. Pulsa, pulsa, pulsar agora. Eu sou. Ativar a ferramenta de afirmações. Pulsa, pulsa, pulsar agora. E as afirmações que a mesa saiu aqui para mim são: eu mereço o dinheiro que desejo.
I
Eu
deserve.
posso.
Deixa eu traduzir para eles uma de cada vez.
Ok.
So the first tool that showed up is affirmations for us to use. So he will tell us which affirmations showed up. And I have to say that I was also guided to prepare affirmations for the meditation, which is, of course, like we have no idea this was going to happen. So the first one is I deserve the money that I desire.
Tem informações para meditação e ela não fazia ideia de que tinha que sair sem ferramenta.
Tenho dinheiro suficiente e mais um pouco.
I have more than enough money.
Eu tenho tudo que eu preciso.
I have everything I need.
Tudo que a minha mente pensa, eu consigo conquistar.
Everything I think I can achieve.
São essas afirmações.
These are the affirmations. Obrigada.
Qual é a próxima ferramenta? A próxima ferramenta é o baguá.
The next tool is Bagua.
Qual área do baguá que a gente vai trabalhar? Exatamente, prosperidade.
That's so cool. So we are working prosperity.
Depois você vai conseguir mandar fazer alguma coisa, o PDF, alguma coisa assim, para as pessoas?
Posso colocar no Discord das meninas, né?
Sim,
Porque não tem como enviar para todo mundo.
tá bem. Eu sou ativar a ferramenta baguá prosperidade, pulsa, pulsa, pulsar agora. Eu sou ativar a ferramenta baguá prosperidade, pulsa, pulsa, pulsar agora. Gratidão.
So what this tool did was to heal our relationship with the prosperity. And now he will check what other tool we need to work.
Qual a próxima ferramenta? Próxima ferramenta é cristais.
Crystals. So we will see what crystal, what the energy of what crystal we need to bring right now to the collective.
Qual cristal que é preciso para a gente harmonizar, para a gente conseguir atrair prosperidade e dinheiro e cura? Cristal perita.
Quer falar sobre a pirita?
So the crystal that came through for us to use to, well, do we use it as a tool now to bring this healing about and this prosperity to us? And it was the pyrite. I never know if that's pyrite. I don't know how to pronounce it. And it also came for our booklet of the month, one of the crystals. So if you want to read more about what it means and how to use it, you can read it in the booklet. It's a free booklet that you can download in the description, please.
Eu sou ativar a ferramenta cristais, o cristal perita, para que possamos atrair prosperidade, fortuna, pulsa, pulsa, pulsar agora. Gratidão. Eu queria compartilhar também tem tipo uma voz falando comigo aqui na mesa radiônica.
Uhum.
Eu estava pensando em não falar, mas aí tá o tempo todo falando comigo, eu também vou falar.
Aham.
E para a gente atrair as coisas, a gente tem que pensar em dinheiro, então a gente vai atrair dinheiro. Pensar em felicidade, a gente vai atrair felicidade. Entendeu? Temos que planejar, pensar, colocar na mente para a gente começar a atrair aquilo que a gente quer.
Uhum.
Tá ok?
Tá, vou traduzir para eles então.
Tá.
So Dudu was saying that there was this energy and this voice talking to him right now, which brought the message of bringing, aligning your mind to what you wish to manifest. So if you want to manifest money, you need to think about money, and you need to think about money through a positive light, especially, right? But you need to think about it. So to keep it in mind, like visualize and see yourself doing the things that the money will buy you, do the things that you are going to create with money. So think about that. So if you want to attract happiness, think about happiness, because your mind is such a powerful tool. So he was receiving that message now for us. Top, Dudu.
A mesa radiônica tem mais alguma ferramenta? Não. Eu posso ver agora a energia final. A energia final eu consigo fazer de todas as pessoas que a partir do momento que começa a ver a mesa radiônica, tá bem?
So now he will check like the final energy of the group. So he used all of those tools and he basically activated them to work with us. And now he will measure how our energy is as a group. Pode fazer.
Essa mesa radiônica demora dias para fazer efeito? Não. A mesa radiônica demora horas para fazer efeito? Essa mesa radiônica já está fazendo efeito? Sim, a mesa radiônica já está fazendo efeito. Gratidão.
Ok, so eu vou traduzir, falando inglês e português aqui. So he was asking if the energy is already in effect or if it would take a few days for us to integrate the energy. So you can see that, I don't know if you could see that, but the pendulum was turning to one side and there was no, and then when he asked that it was a yes, it turned to the other side. It's always like so freaking cool to me. So the energy is already in effect right now.
Qual a energia final de todas as pessoas que assistiram essa mesa radiônica, que receberam essa energia da mesa radiônica? %.
Awesome. So
Gratidão.
the final energy is 100%. So doesn't matter how we started personally, as a collective now, let's say the overall prosperity that we are tapping into and everything is 100% now.
Yes.
Eu estou desconectando todas as pessoas que receberam essa mesa radiônica. 3, 2, 1. Pulsa, pulsa, pulsar agora. Gratidão. Eu, Eduardo Vinícius, estou me desconectando da mesa radiônica. 3, 2, 1. Pulsa, pulsa, pulsará agora. Gratidão.
Obrigada, Dudu. Foi top.
Uhum.
So Dudu created his magic, as you could obviously see. And all of those tools have already been integrated into you right now. If you want, you can just drink some water like he is doing now. Look at that. Immediately. Acabei de falar para as pessoas tomar uma aguinha também para poder ajudar a energia a sentar e você bebeu água na mesma hora. Drink some water. Very, very nice. Todo mundo falando obrigado para você no chat.
Eu não consigo ver o chat. I can't see the chat.
Yeah, it's okay.
I love that David and Jeff always like put some Portuguese words or try
Yes,
to write
so
Portuguese.
So cute.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Então, dessa vez a gente nem teve salto quântico, né?
Não.
Nem teve precisando, então.
No need. Yeah.
Very cool. So,
Saiu mais pra gente pensar mais, para querer
Afirmação.
atrair a afirmação, colocar no subconsciente da gente.
Usar a pirita. We can use the pirita stone, the pirate. I don't know how to say it.
Pirate.
the pirate.
Sorry. We can use this stone in our wallets too. It's very good.
E quando eu recebi a voz, estava falando assim, você já sabe que é para fazer isso e às vezes não faz, mas então fala. Às vezes eu sei que é para falar ou até falar alto, a gente
Sim.
falar com a gente mesmo para atrair as coisas e às vezes eu não faço aquilo.
É.
Mas é bom começar a fazer.
Eu vou traduzir para eles.
É.
So the two was saying that he was listening to this voice and he was telling him to do it. It's like, I know that you don't do it so often, but you should. So tell them. And he was like, he said that in the beginning he didn't want to say it, but now he's like, okay, fine, I'm gonna tell you. So think about the things that you want to manifest. And it's so interesting because that also, he said that was like the overall message from this collective right now and the higher selves is to keep mentalizing and also to help. What we are doing here today will help with the subconscious beliefs about money, and that is something that came to me as well, that I put in the meditation, so then we can work with that. And Flavia also received that, like dealing with the inner child is basically dealing with something in your subconscious as well. So that is just so freaking cool how, again, separately we all did something, and when we come together we're like, oh my god, yes. That's so cool, it's working. Tá falando que para mim veio também o negócio da afirmação, e eu vou até colocar a afirmação na meditação e esse negócio do subconsciente também. Foi o que eu ouvi para fazer, tipo, a meditação que ajuda o subconsciente das pessoas a meio que perdoar a ideia do dinheiro e tudo mais, entendeu?
Sim.
Muito legal.
As pessoas às vezes acham que é, como que eu falo, é ruim, que é difícil, que é impossível, mas não é só a gente pensar, mentalizar e que vai atrair.
Yes, so Dudu was saying that sometimes we think that it's impossible, it's hard, but if you just visualize it, you keep it in your mind, and you keep your mind a sacred space, we can do anything, we can create anything. So that message was coming to him. É muito verdade. 100% top. Mais alguma coisa?
Não.
Não?
Se eu lembrar qualquer coisa, eu falo. Se
No final.
eu falar alguma coisa.
Tá, beleza.
Eu queria ir no banheiro depois.
Você quer ir no banheiro agora? Pode ir lá, até que eu... Pode ir, eu vou introduzir a ideia da meditação e tal, e a gente já começa. Yes, that's exactly what we were saying, Gina. Pyrite. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's exactly how you spell
I want
it.
to say pyrite just because it sounds like cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's.
Yo ho ho ho, a pirate life for me. I think we should use that. Like, great. Pyrite. Well, like your whole pyrite? Anyways. Excuse. Pyrite. See?
Yeah.
That is very nice. Thank you.
In my mind, I was like, well, probably Yesha, because he's like in the background this month.
Yeah.
He's like, in Thanksgiving, I'll have a pie to the right and a pie to the left.
Oh my gosh. the things I am subjected to in this household. Yep. So now we also have a song
Yeah.
with the pyrite. It's pyrite, the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay, so I will guide you in a meditation now, and Flavia will send Reiki at the same time. Duda will be attuned to see if she receives any other messages, and Dudu will just enjoy the vibe. No. You will also see if he receives something else. Tava falando que eu vou guiar a meditação, a Cláudia vai mandar o reiki, a Duda vai ver se ela recebe alguma coisa, você vai só curtir a vibe. Mas você não vai ver se recebe alguma coisa. Yes, it is like the fake gold that people thought they were finding gold. And it's a crystal, which is just as good as gold, I'll say. Yes, that's one of the things. I think I explained, some of it in the booklet, like how to use it. And like Duda said, you can keep it like in your wallet and stuff like that. Do not put it in water. That's not safe, pretty sure. But you can put it like to infuse your water, for example, if you want. You can put it like next to your water, or if you have something to cover here and put the stone above the water, you can infuse your water with the energy as well. And in the booklet, you also have like, I said that in the beginning, that in the off-patron ceremonies that we do, that we charge money for, we often have like a booklet or just like a PDF with a lot of tools and some light language and stuff that you can use in your daily life. We didn't do it for this, but we've done the booklet, and all of the information there aligns with the ceremony as well. So you have, there's a booklet for patron, and there is a booklet for free for anyone. But we now have a free tier on Patreon that anyone can join, and you can get the booklet there. So if you just subscribe, I'll say, join our Patreon like that, you will also have access to the booklet there. But I was gonna say that we have an abundance bath there that you can create for yourself, and a prosperity oil, which is so freaking cool, and it works so much. Like, you create the oil, and then you put like the oil in your wallet, you put the oil, like you anoint your things with this oil, like with your crystals. You can anoint yourself, you can anoint something that represents like your business and stuff like that. It works wonders. So if you have like an offer, for example, write about that and anoint the paper or something like that, something that represents what you're doing. And for example, anoint where it's safe, your credit card, stuff like that. You can use that anywhere for anything, which is super cool. And there you also have a light language that you can use, and a how to use the light language as well. So, yes.
So, sorry, but I felt guided to take a card.
Yes.
And Lakshmi came up with the word ease.
Yes.
And the cards say, it's easy for me to receive. It's an affirmation. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. So another affirmation for us.
That is also so cool, because I was guided to say affirmations 3 times today.
Oh.
And now you said it.
Yeah.
And this energy was coming through with Lakshmi, and exactly that, like, we've had enough of things being just difficult, especially around money. You can let yourself free from that, There's no need for that anymore. And we mentioned that with the Capricorn energy and all of that, but anyways. So let's start the meditation.
Yes.
So find a comfortable position for you to sit or lay down. I'm just grabbing my stuff here, because I always write a little script, but not always, that's a lie. I often write a little script to help me so I don't get so distracted. I'm just checking on Stella for a second. Você fica de olho aqui?
Mhm.
So find a comfortable position in a place where you can feel safe to relax and that you will not be interrupted. If it happens that you are interrupted or you are somewhere right now that you can't fully relax, it's okay. You can do this whenever you want. You can also do this as a practice, this meditation especially. We will put like a, what is it? What's it? Clock or timer, listening timestamp? Yeah, a timestamp for the meditation. So you can come back and watch just the meditation if you want for the next 7, 21, or 33 days, whatever resonates with you the most, to do it at night to help with what we talked about and what Dudu mentioned with the subconscious. So it can help create a new pathway in your subconscious, I'll say. And this is the other thing that comes to me right now is that with this, we are creating a new neural pathway, which also resonates with what Dudu said about thinking about things the way that you want them to be, and not the way that they've always been or the way that does not resonate with you. Think about things as if they are real already, even if you can see, even if you can believe it, because it does create a neural pathway that allows for that manifestation to come into fruition in the physical world. So keep that in mind. But anyways,
Also, I felt guided to tell you that it can possibly affect your pooping routine.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
I love that.
if
No,
it gives you
pooping
the
routine.
poops, make sure to stay hydrated.
Yes.
At least for the next, 3 days. Be aware of your hydration and
I was gonna say
buy
that
toilet paper.
this can definitely
Yeah.
interfere with your bowel movements,
Yeah.
with your intestines especially. I'll say not the whole digestive system, but the
The
big-
outing.
yes, the large intestines, because we do store emotions there, especially about lack. And we do store those in the womb as well, if you have a womb. So that can also mean that if you do have periods, you could have some discharge happening and it would be okay. But of course, we are not medical
Yeah.
professionals, so
If you're
check
having
with-
any
yes,
symptoms,
check with
consult your
your
physician.
physician. Yes,
Please.
of course. Just letting you know of things that could happen. I already had the poops today, just to share, and I knew it was about this. Okay. The love happening in chat right now with Oi Mãe, with my mom and Maíra. Okay, so when you're ready, close your eyes and you start being mindful of your breath. There is no need to change the natural rhythm of your breath, just become aware of the breath. And as you are aware of the breath, you can allow for the breath to calm. If it feels good. So just take a few mindful breaths. And as you start settling into a state of calm and tranquility, let go of any tension and stress that you may be holding on to. And to do that, you can contract your muscles and release them. So do that like in your shoulder area or your abdominal area, contract the muscle and release completely. And if you want, you can move your neck a little bit, move your jaw a little bit, and take some mindful breaths with that. And with every single breath, all the tension just melts away. And you start feeling a beautiful sense of presence in your physical body, recognizing the body for the beautiful vessel that it is, the vessel through which you experience your life on this planet. So give permission for your vessel to relax. And with that, you ground, you're present, and you're ready. So we'll begin by setting a clear intention for this meditation. And throughout this meditation, we will work a lot with affirmations. If you can, I would like for you to speak them out loud, if you are in a place that allows for that. If not, it's okay to say that in your mind. But we will start with the intention. I am open and willing to heal my relationship with money. I release any negative or unloving beliefs or emotions associated with money. And I welcome abundance into my life. So breathe it in, letting this intention set into your body, into your mind. And through your breath and this intention, there is space opening within you where space is needed, cleansing what must be cleansed, and activating what is ready to be activated. Through your breath, the alchemy is done. So keep mindfully breathing for a few rounds here, allowing this alchemy to take place in your vessel through your intention. So your thoughts can change, so your beliefs can change, so your physical reality can change as well. And most importantly, so your relationship with money transforms. Let's take one deeper breath, fully letting go. And let's start imagining or feeling yourself to be in a tranquil garden filled with lush green plants and colorful, beautiful flowers. This garden represents a sacred space within you that is filled with financial well-being. I want you to walk around this beautiful, lush garden, bathing in the warm energy that it offers to you, bathing in the inner knowing of your worthiness to be in such a place. Just feel how welcome you are here. And how your presence makes the garden feel more alive and willing to share with you. There are flowers blossoming, and the sun comes through the clouds and birds and little elementals fly and walk around. Everything comes to life because you are here, because you are willing to be here and to work with this energy. This sacred space come alive for you, because of you. And in this garden, you encounter a wise and loving embodiment of money. It may take the form of a person or a symbol or simply a radiant light. This is the essence of money, here to assist you in your healing journey, here to create this loving relationship with you or recreate it either. So take a few moments to meet the true essence of money, that is one of servitude and wonder, of unconditional love and willingness to play. The energy of money is so innocent and so vibrant and so kind and so generous. So I want you to spend a few moments here just getting acquainted with the true face of money. And with that, money's innocence and wisdom radiate into your own heart in greeting. Let it touch you with its love. Let it into your heart. Breathe through it if you encounter any resistance. Know that money is patient and loving, and there is no rush. So just breathe and let money's beautiful energy into your being, so you can learn to recognize it for its truth, not any other face you may have been made to believe of what it was. Its truth is coming through right now. And money already knows you and honors you exactly as you are. It loves you exactly as you are. And money is so willing to be in a healthy relationship with you. It is so willing to be of service. That is its purpose. That's what it was created for. And it thrives when you let it. Now that we have connected with money's true divine essence, let's take a few moments to ask for forgiveness or to forgive ourselves for any misconceptions we might have had about money and what it represents. You can voice it to yourself. You can say, forgive me for thinking about you in that way, either to money or to yourself. Forgive me for thinking about money in a certain way, if you're speaking to yourself. Or you can simply open your heart for all the hurts and all the things that might have been associated with finances to be washed away and replaced by a sense of wonder and infinite possibilities. So if you choose to just be quiet and let this alchemy work in your favor, set an intention for that. Or you can voice your forgiveness. But I'll give you a few moments to do that. And with this, we let go of any negative or unloving patterns, experiences, and beliefs attributed to money in our lives. If any thoughts arise, I want you to just observe them without judgment and then let them go with ease through your mindful breath. Not only right now in this meditation, but as you walk about your life, as you go about your days, if any thoughts that do not align with this truth that you are facing here today, I want you to observe them without judgment and let them go with ease through your mindful breath. And you may visualize these beliefs and experiences that do not align with the truth of who you are and what you deserve, and the truth of what money represents and is. To be transforming into light and dissipating into the universe. And to help with that, we can say the following affirmation. And again, say it out loud if you can, if not, in your mind. I forgive and release any past hurts or limitations associated with money. I am free to create a new and loving relationship. Let your breath be of cleansing frequency, so forgiveness can come in and permeate your whole being. Let it be washed away, all the pain and all the hurt, and all things that do not align with your innate state of abundance. Just be taken away. So let's take a mindful breath here, settling fully back into yourself. We'll take a moment to express gratitude for money and all it does to serve us in our earthly experience. Say it again, either out loud or in your head. Thank you, money, for the opportunities, experiences, joy, and security you provide. And feel how grateful money is for you, for your willingness to play with it. And how grateful it is for you for simply existing, so you can co-create. With all that done, we will activate now a new and more loving relationship with the energy of money. So let's do it through affirmations again that you can repeat in whatever manner you feel is appropriate. But with each affirmation, I want you to imagine that the essence of the words and the sounds of the words should be awakening in your very DNA, in the deepest essence of your being. the sounds and the essence of the words are being activated in your being with every word that you say, okay? So we'll say a series of affirmations now with that. So, I am ready for a vibrant relationship with money. I trust the divine nature of money and its flow in my life. I have the confidence to make financial choices. I am deserving of financial abundance. I open my heart to receive infinite financial blessings with gratitude. I speak affirmations and commands of abundance into reality. I am connected to the universal flow of abundance. And so it is. Lastly, let's express gratitude once more, thanking money for being a supportive and positive force in your life. You can say, thank you, money, for your presence and blessings in my life. I love you. And I am blessed to be loved by you. I accept to be loved by you. For I see, I feel, and I honor our oneness. And the divine in me is the same divine in you. So take a deep breath now. Fully let go. And let this new awareness and relationship with money ground into your being now. Imagine this whole ceremony's energy, the messages, the radionic table, the Reiki, all of it. Imagine this whole energy being infused into your body from the top of your head to the tip of your toes and down into earth, rounding it into earth like golden roots. So this work can also touch all who are ready to experience its vibration. So the whole universe can bear witness to our readiness and willingness to shift for a more loving relationship with money and all the resources of this planet. So everyone that is ready can feel this, can manifest this. So as a collective now, exactly where we are in this world, where we are meant to be, we ground this vibration into the planet. So a new matrix can be written. And so it can be infused into the very core of the earth. So a loving, healthy relationship with money can thrive everywhere. And everyone that is ready receives it now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for doing this work. And so it is done. So you can start slowly bringing your awareness back into this moment, into your body. You can wiggle your toes, and whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And you can share with us how you feel. And I'll also love for you to share in the comments of this video later if you felt a shift, a change, how this worked for you. Come back to it and share your testimonials and your ideas and your thoughts with us in the comments as well, not just in chat here, especially for people that are watching it later, but anyone, let us know how this resonated for you.
Yes, we always love to read
Yes.
the feedbacks.
What happened for you, Flavia?
I had to write down sometimes a few things.
You looked a little bit like Chico Xavier doing it, by the way. You had your hand like this and you were writing, and I'm like, eita.
Psicografando.
Yes.
I felt a lot of energy, but at the same time, it wasn't like the Reiki was coming from the outside. Like usually is, like I usually see like it's the aurora the northern lights coming or something like that. It was coming from inside out. The healing was I had a lot of visuals of it was like our cells had shells and the shells were breaking and it was shining. It was very nice. And the first thing that I saw was a globe, you know, the ones that you can turn. And I was like, that's interesting. Like a globe. Okay, you know, the one that spins. And it is related to travel, but also to moving around, like go to a different neighborhood of your town or go to a neighboring town just to expand your energy and go a little out of your routine, like because of the places and opportunities and things like that. So it was really, this message was really strong to just go for a walk somewhere different that you haven't been before, nearby, nothing crazy. If you want to go crazy, but it doesn't need to be
If you
crazy.
want to go crazy, go to a rich neighborhood or like a place like, even if you can't afford like a dinner in a nice place, just walk by and see the cars and the houses and stuff like that.
Walk by.
That's just an example. Yeah. Just an example. Like anything, for example, like if you want to feel, that goes, I think, for everything. Like I want to feel healthy and vibrant. Go where people are feeling healthy and vibrant. And also you can be, so you can witness that, so your brain can see like, oh, this is possible. And also if you want like a different car or a fancy house or whatever it is, try to put yourself in that place. Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, if you do like, I always dreamed of traveling to that place, have some sort of image that reminds you of that place as your phone wallpaper.
Oh my God. Go ahead and say what you have to say.
It doesn't need to be like, I want to go to Italy, so I'm going to put the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It doesn't need to be that obvious. It can be just something that reminds you of the energy of that place, that you know the experience. Use that.
I set the Highlands of Scotland as my new background.
Really?
Exactly because of that. Like I had the same thought, like if you want to go somewhere, if you want to do something, try to put like a reminder somewhere, especially because your subconscious mind knows that it's there. So it's aligning you with that frequency. It's so crazy.
I was seeing a lot of rainbows as well. So I don't know if maybe you guys will be seeing rainbows during the week.
Yeah. That can be like a sign, right? Like that something beautiful and loving is coming, or just money saying hello to you, like hello, love.
Yeah. And the last thing that came, and it was very, because I saw money as, what is Gasparzinho in English?
I have no idea. There's a movie with Christina Ricci when she was a child, and there is a ghost, like a child ghost.
Yeah.
For us, is Gasparzinho. It's Gaspar is his name. I have no idea what's the name of the movie.
I know I've heard it before, but I don't know. I was seeing money in some sort of similar energy, like, but it was golden. It didn't look like a ghost,
but it was like a childlike vibe and happy, right?
Yeah. And it was just flowing around, and because I was in my heart space, the place with the waterfall, and it was like diving and things like that. And I was like, that is fun. And it said something for you to buy something that you always wanted as a kid or as a teen, but maybe you couldn't afford, or it was, I don't know, it wasn't really part of your reality. And it can be something simple, like as a candy, like
Kinder Egg,
mango, yeah.
Casper, the friendly
Casper,
ghost.
yeah.
Yes, thanks. That's exactly it.
The thing that came to my mind, because it was something that for me was such a synonym of richness, was e agora? It was Danoninho, which is this
Yeah.
yogurt for kids that was
It's like
very
a cheese,
expensive,
like a
like Swiss cheese, strawberry flavored, really nice
yogurt. thingy.
yogurt. Yeah, but it was something very expensive for us at the time. So whenever I do buy it, I don't really like. I don't even love. It's
Yeah.
not something that I but it makes me feel so rich and so accomplished to buy that. Even if it's like, I think it's €2. It's something
Yeah.
cheap. Just that
Like
represents
that's-
something for you.
Maybe even if you could have it
Yeah.
as a child, something that made you feel expensive, made you
Yeah.
feel rich and like, oh my God, I love this. It could be like watching something or doing something, it doesn't necessarily need to be something that you acquire.
It can be taking a day off. It
Yeah.
can be anything.
Going to the park, and it was like when you were a child, you loved to do that and you felt so abundant when you went and did that, for me, I think it would be Kinder Ovo is a thing, like Kinder Egg was a thing because in Brazil it's very expensive. But also
The surprise one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Para mim é uma bola de basquete.
Vamos comprar uma bola de basquete,
tava
Dudu.
pensando nisso.
Porque o Paul Steve pegou minha bola de basquete, eu não podia comprar mais. Aí toda vez eu penso isso.
Tá vendo? Chegou o dia.
For Dudu is a basketball.
Yes. So something like that represents that for you and that gives you that energy,
Yeah.
Muito bom essa, Dudu. Of this, this especially and I would suggest doing this whenever it is that you can for your inner child, like things that you couldn't do or that you didn't feel safe doing as a child. Just it's so healing to be able to do that as an adult. Like you're parenting yourself in that way. It's very lovely. Yeah, love that.
That's all.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say there's something that made me feel abundant was like two things. Like one is for when I was a child, like probably like 7 or something, that sometimes my uncle would bring some wood pieces because he used to work in a wood shop. He was like a carpenter, like Jesus. So he would bring like some wood pieces and we would create like a dollhouse with those wood pieces. I don't know if you girls remember that. And we would have like skate parks and like all the things. Não, o Tivaninho, o tio Josânio, quando a gente era pequenininha. You were very young, so if I was 7, you were 1, so you probably wouldn't remember that. But they would bring like those pieces so they could burn, because we had a firewood oven and a fire stove and stuff like that in where my grandparents lived. So we would build.
No, you can say.
So we would build like this place, and sometimes I would build this house exactly how I wanted the house to be. Or when I grew up a little bit and I was like a preteen or a teen, I would get those flyers from like furniture places and stuff like that, and I would circle the things that I would want, and I would draw like the blueprint of my house, and I would have like a cinema in my house and stuff like that. So playing with those things always made
the scene for those who didn't have games.
Yes, exactly. So it was just so much fun, and I love doing that. And I'm kind of loving doing that because now we moved to a new house and I get to play with that. So I'm so excited to like refurnish my bedroom, and paint the walls and do stuff. That makes me feel so rich in that way. I'm just gonna tell my mom we're talking about my uncles because it's her brother. She's like, what are you talking about? Que o tio Josânio, ele levava uns pedacinhos de madeira lá para roça para queimar no fogão, e aí eu brincava, eu fazia casinha com eles, e aí na casinha tinha tipo cinema e tal, é isso que eu tô falando. Sim. But anyway, what is it for you, Duda, that you're gonna say?
I think when I was a child, picnic.
Yes.
It was something that I would love to do. For me, it's always about food. So we had a lot of food and different food and going to the nature and being just in the nature and eating was so fun, and it made me feel like rich. I can do that. Like in the middle of my week, I can go and do a picnic in the afternoon. Like
Yes.
that sounds so richy for me.
Yes. It is. And there is also like, this reminds me that, like for me personally, being rich means that I get to do that. Any day of the week that I want, for me personally, I'm not saying that this is how you should feel at all, disclaimer. Any day of the week, anytime that I want, like, you know what, we should go for a picnic today. You know, it's like I can just put everything aside because that's where my heart is, and we can go and do a picnic. You know, so that also makes me feel very abundant, you know, like the ability to create the things that you love and that you wish to do, and not
like
have to do.
own your time, to do whatever you want with your time.
Exactly. So just an example that it doesn't necessarily mean like having the fancy car, you know, like for me it isn't. Like I would love to have a fancy car, but it's not what, like the thought of it is not what really makes me feel that abundance, you know. But if I imagine myself in the fancy car with Flavia, which I know is one of her things, then it makes me feel abundant as well. So play around with this. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anything else that you were gonna say there? Or
No, I wrote expansion because it's the beginning of.
awesome. So let's just read what people are saying before we go.
I experienced money as a golden little girl genie, full of joy and dancing.
Oh,
So
the
happy to grant
genie.
all wishes.
It's like the
It's like
Casper.
the-
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
like a
the
golden
song.
Casper. That's exactly what you were saying.
I saw money like an elemental who had a big head too and flying. So, but it had wings and big eyes and big head and so cute. But it was small, like this. It was not a big thing. Yeah.
Almost like a fire sprite.
Do you guys want to share what you experienced with the meditation? Vocês dois? Se vocês viram alguma coisa?
Dudu said to me that he saw money as a white energy, loving energy, not with a physical form. And what else? I saw this garden that you were speaking about, and I also saw many vegetables and fruits in this garden, and this being the money was so happy that we were allowing him to work with us, and he was, yes, finally I can do that, and you can do that, and you will see this and you see that, and was so excited to work with us. It was so cute.
We were in the same place.
Yeah.
I saw some huge bell peppers in the garden.
I love that. So now would be a good moment to remind you that now we did a ceremony to heal your relationship with money that already moved mountains. But to really hone this in and to really, you know, ground this, we are doing a ceremony of harvest on the equinox, the four of us again. We are doing a harvesting abundance ceremony, and that will be an off-Patreon event. Also, 55 years will post all about it later, but everyone is invited, and that's the one where we're gonna go pick the fruits, you know. So it was important for us to do this healing first, to take a few weeks, even, right, a few days into this vibration, and then we will do this harvesting abundance ceremony, which kind of closes the cycle. And we also have a ceremony on Patreon this month, which will also be assisted by money. So we'll see what money we want to bring for us. I don't know exactly what, but we are doing harvesting abundance. So that's where we're gonna go back in the garden and pick the fruits and pick the flowers and ground them into this reality here right now, so we can really open that vibration for our collective and us in every way possible. And we are using the energy of the equinox, which is exactly that shift. You know, when that energy is happening, we have a lot of balance in the equinox. Yes. So we will work directly with the divine feminine, divine masculine within ourselves to represent that abundance, that balance, specifically for abundance. which will not be only for money, but it could be like a manifestation. Basically, it's like everything you've been planting, we are collectively going into and picking it up. So it could be a relationship with someone else, it could be a new house, a new job, or anything at all that you've been planting, you know, maybe an awareness for yourself, healing of like something physical or mental or anything at all. That's what we're doing again as a group for the equinox. So make sure to follow us on social media and stuff if you're not on Patreon or our Discord, because we post everything there. And we'll post it here on YouTube as well, but
No dia da cerimônia, eu vou até mostrar minha bola de basquete.
tá. Tá, no dia da cerimônia a gente pode ter, né? Tipo,
O Danoninho.
o Danoninho, o Kinder Ovo, o adulto tem que escolher uma. Vou comprar uma cestinha pra você de piquenique.
Nossa, eu ia adorar isso, com aquela toalhinha, sabe?
Xadrez?
Xadrez.
É isso aí. So we're saying that for the next ceremony, we will bring our abundance tokens, our wealth tokens with us. So from you will be my Kinder Egg. Dudu will have his basketball, and Duda, we're gonna have a basket for her picnic, and Flavia with her Danoninho, and then we'll show you what Danoninho is.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. So you can do that as well. So you can bring a little token of your healthy relationship with money, with you know, whatever that is for you, for that ceremony, so we can bless that and again give the inner child a little bit more of love and a hug with that.
Yeah. Maida says that your memory is more valuable than money. Absolutely. I'm going to be tracing back to my initial feelings and experiences with money.
It's a good practice.
It's going to be very powerful. This was so beautiful. Money felt so joyful and exuberant. They showed up like a rising emerald sun whose light was so activating and held my hands. I felt them so deeply in my heart.
Oh,
I love that.
I love that. That's beautiful.
I saw a golden dragon that invited me to fly on top of it. Hello. We were flying on the garden, and as we flew by the flowers and trees, they became golden as well.
Oh, that is such a pretty
Yes.
vision.
I saw money as a white light.
What's happening?
Here. Did I?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
over
It scrolled.
places.
I didn't see.
There you go.
Saw money with an angel wing and halo like
Oh,
this. Oh,
yeah, that's more appropriate.
I just did a ceremony
I
with
mean,
golden.
more appropriate than seeing it with the devil horns and stuff like that, like we've been told to do. No more
Oh,
appropriate
yeah.
than anyone else.
Yes.
Sorry.
Good explanation. I just did a ceremony with golden source dragons,
course.
activating fifth dimensional wealth consciousness. I love how it aligns. I love
is
that.
so cool. Can I?
Muito obrigada, senhoras e senhores.
I love that.
For me, it's giant chocolate eggs that would make me feel
Yes.
so rich when we were young. Am I making some? Oh, yes, please
that's a
do.
great idea, Bruna. That would make me feel rich as well. Everything
Yes.
chocolate.
And
for
put
me
small
would be
chocolates inside
What
of it.
is? What is?
Ovo de chocolate de Páscoa.
Ah, okay.
Bom,
Easter.
yes, Easter eggs.
It feels so incredibly joyful, like you imagine a child holding your hands and jumping up and down, screaming off the top of their heads.
That's exactly how money feels like for me too.
I saw money as a white light. My cat Sasha lay down next to me and was petting me during the meditation.
Aw.
She was so sweet. That's so
cool.
cute. It's like, see, I've been telling you money's
Yeah.
cool. Thanks for sharing. I saw egg too, and money as white light, as Dudu said. Somehow what people share help me validate my own experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's community. That's the power of it.
Felt a strong Gaia goddess
Mhm.
energy, like I was Gaia.
Oh,
Very
I have
abundant.
goosebumps everywhere, Maida. That's so cool.
I saw money like a money tree.
Mhm.
I was sitting under it, reading, and money was just around on the floor.
That's money everywhere. I love that, Bruna. It's a great visualization.
Yeah. Did you say hi to Jimena? Hi, Jimena.
We didn't say hi to everybody.
No, it's just because I saw that she
Yeah.
arrived now. So Margaret is here listening to you guys. Oh.
Marvel tá ouvindo vocês. Eu acho que ele tá entendendo tudo, Desamãe.
Eu quero bolinho de chuva.
Eita.
Ah. Thank you so much. Wonderful. I felt more love with money than I ever have.
That's what we have
Yeah.
for the whole month. That's where we want to vibrate. That's where we want to be. And tomorrow we have a channeling with money for tier 6, which is the one where we deeply connect you with the essence of the being that is coming through for the month. And this month is money. So both Flavia and I will be channeling money, and we'll talk more about the energy signature, the way that it comes through. Remember, it is a divine consciousness of money. So money in its higher self, kind of like Christ consciousness energy, which will also be like completely different than anything we've ever done before. We've never channeled like this sort of vibration or energy before like this. So we are very excited to bring that to the group as well. But I think it will be very clarifying and very expensive, you know, emotionally and energetically for us as a group to connect with money tomorrow like that for the channeling. Because again, it's something new that we've never done as a group before. But also it's so different than what we've learned of what money is. You know, it's the most beautiful, loving energy, and I'm very excited to fully bring it through tomorrow for the channeling. So if you're not there yet, channeling for tier 6 is on Zoom. So everyone can be on screen. You can come and ask your question on screen, or you can ask them on chat as well. But you get like a full package, I'll say, with information about the vibration of money and the tools to connect. So I'll give you herbs and crystals and sacred geometry, numbers, anything that comes through that represents money. We're doing that. And if you join tier 6, you have access to all the other live events as well. So the other channeling, which is for tier 2, the ceremony, the class, which will talk about the alchemy of an abundance mindset and how to cultivate an abundance mindset, how to put it into practice related or not, I don't know yet, with sacred sexuality. You'll see. Probably yes. So a practice that allows for us to tap into that abundance that is always available for us. We have the spiritual bonfire, and we have a brand new book club that we are very excited about. So 3 new things I'll say before we go. We have a free tier now. Anyone can join. You have access to the community, to special things that we're going to post only for patrons. Discounts, lots of stuff. So it's more than one thing that is changing. The other thing that is changing is every single tier is going to get a discount now for Etsy. So I don't know exactly what it is, but it's 5, 10 to 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50%, depending on the tier. We have a new book club, and the book of the month is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, which is a Dragon Academy book. And we will have a meeting on Zoom so we can talk about what we felt with the book and how it relates to spirituality, because it is not like a spiritual book, but it is because they channel energy from their dragons. And the theories that we have for the next book and stuff like that, and any other things that comes to us as well. And we have one more thing. What is it?
7-day trial.
Oh yes, a 7-day trials for 6 from 1 to
for tiers 1 to 6.
1 to 6 for patron. So if you want to see it for yourself, you know what we offer there on Patreon. You have 7 days trial before you commit to any tier at all.
For new patrons. If you have been a patron before, it doesn't work.
For completely brand new people, which is super exciting. So I would suggest looking at our schedule and starting your trial in a day that we have a live event. So for example, tomorrow, if you've never been on our Patreon before and you want to have access to tomorrow's channeling, which is all the way up to tier 6, join us today. So tomorrow you will get the email, and then you can check it out for yourself. So you have access to that. You have access to the Ask Us Anything. That is the day after tomorrow.
And all the past events, because then the other events are going to be a couple of weeks from now.
Yes. So you have
tomorrow and then the other one.
So you have access to everything we've ever done on. So you can look it up for a whole week and decide for yourself before you join any tier. Okay. Thank you so much. Obrigada, Duda.
Obrigada
for being here. Awesome.
I want to share again
I was
Yes,
just gonna say that. So now that I've said all of that, I want you to talk about the stuff that you offer, your Patreon, which is awesome,
yes.
and your Etsy shop as well. Like they have a discount now.
We have 25% off on our Etsy shop, and it is Avalon Therapies. And also our Patreon is also Avalon Therapies. In our Patreon, we offer Reiki sessions. We have, oh my God, I can't remember how many tiers. I think it's 5 tiers. And one tier is a supporter tier. And we also have this 1 week trial for tier 4. So you can try and see if it resonates with you or not. I offer Reiki sessions there. Dudu also do one dancing session for tier 2 and up, and Radionic Table for tier 5. And in our Etsy shop, we have many things. We have channeled messages, we have light codes video that is all personalized for your intention. We have the Radionic Table, dancing, we have runes reading, cards reading. Yes, so we have many great things there. We have also a ceremony to clean the environment of your home, of your house. And yes, right now the entire shop is with 25% off until the end of this month. So enjoy, because we have amazing things there. And we will love to have you as our patron too. So go there and check. Yes, that's it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, girls. We love you so much.
Obrigado.
And I was just gonna share that it's super, super cool what they do as like as a duo. You know, I think that Duda and Dudu represent this dharmic twin flame energy that we talk about so much, and together they bring this beautiful cohesive healing that I even mentioned that I did. I don't remember if it was a Radionic Table or the dowsing with
It was
Dudu.
Radionic Table.
Radionic Table for thyroid issues, and I actually had it checked after, and it was completely normal after. So again, if you're ready, if everything is in alignment, of course, but I highly recommend both of them, and do with her with her Reiki as well, which is not just the Reiki. She does a whole like reading on her energy, reading of the elements. She does like basically a channeling that goes, with that. So any information that she receives, she will give it to you, so it can bring not just the healing, but a lot of clarity to any situation, which is just awesome in all regards. So even if you're not feeling like, oh, I don't need a Reiki healing for anything, it could be just an alignment, just a reading, to check how your energy is and to see if any information comes through for you and things like that, for everything that they do. Even if you don't have like a set intention, I think it's worth receiving the blessings that they have to offer.
Yes.
So
Thank you so much.
thank you. So thank you guys. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Everyone. We love you.
Thank you, Duda and Dudu. Obrigada.
Thank you.
And they are here in our house, so we'll
Yeah.
see each other in about 5 seconds.
Yes.
I love you.